Alright guys, so the half anniversary of Pokemon Masters is coming up. The 3.5 anniversary, of course. I just kind of wanted to make a video, have a little bit of fun here, think about what could we possibly get for the 3.5 year celebration of this game in terms of like sync pairs, events, free stuff, I guess, whatever, right? How do I want to structure this? I don't know. So last year, on the 21st of February, in my time zone anyway, at like 1 a.m., I believe it was. I don't really remember. We got a trailer here that revealed one of the anniversary sync pairs, and it was obviously anniversary May and Mega Latias, right? Which eventually we got the data mine for that on the 24th of February. That data mined the rest of the month here up until 14th of March, which we were going to have not necessarily a part 2 of the anniversary, but I always like to consider it as a part 2 because it kind of was in that like general area and it kind of acted as like a part 2 in a sense, even if it wasn't labeled as such, where we got obviously Serena and Zygarde and all of their events as well for the second half of the month. So, but we're not going to go over that stuff. We're going to go over the first half of the month, which is the big like half anniversary celebration. Obviously last year we got the Victory Road stuff and a bunch of like great gem bundles, which are still up now if you have not bought them before. If you're a new player, definitely recommend, like, if you want to spend money on this game, they're definitely the best deal in the game. Actually, are they the best deal or the second best? I forget the gem ratio, but I know the top 4 deals in the game are the daily gem bundles, the one where you get 3,000 gems over the course of 20 days, one where you get 7,000 gems over the course of 20 days, and then the story special bundle, and then the Champion Stadium special bundle. Those are the 4 best deals in the game, so obviously, very great value there, but whatever. This is when that debuted, and obviously you got a free opportunity, which is still up again right now. Victory Road is still an event that is currently out, a new permanent piece of content in the game for like recommended for new players, which will give you a free copy of either Signet Suit Red, Blue, or Leaf, which is very, very nice. Will we see something similar, like another piece of like permanent content? I'm not too certain. I would say no is like a pretty likely answer. Hold on, what is our current timeline of events? Yeah, on the 27th we get that guaranteed Select Scout with the champion, so I mean that's kind of probably acting in similarity to something like this. I don't think we'll be seeing something like that, something similar to that even. I think we'll be seeing some new free stuff, of course, but maybe not a new It just seems too soon. It really just does, because like on the 27th we're getting ourselves a guaranteed free champion unit to pick up. We know it's between Steven, Cynthia, and Champion Iris, but we also have, the potential of there being like Lance, Diantha, potentially N, Signet Suit Cynthia, some of those characters also being in that Select Scout. But I don't see them giving out another one of those here for like any other different characters. So I don't know if we'll get the thing like Victory Road or not, but for sure I do know that we're going to be getting obviously probably 3 half anniversary characters. We don't know if they're going to be Poke Fairs or Master Fairs. They could definitely drop Master Fairs just, for the extra hype of the celebration, but they could also just drop Poke Fairs instead. Who knows? We're not really sure. And we're probably going to be getting another bunch of seasonal Select Scouts here as well. This was the first time we ever got select seasonal scouts, and we got 3 of them, to where you could choose between numerous holiday units or seasonal units, which is definitely very, very nice as well. And we ended up getting a Pokefair Select Scout here as well. We had banners dropping over the course of all the way from the February 28th all the way to the 6th of March. So for a consecutive week, we had a new banner dropping every day. One started with May and Latias, then we got Seasonal Select Scout A, then we got Skyla and Tornadus, then Seasonal Select Scout B, then Raihan, then Seasonal Select Scout C, and then the Pokefair Select Scout. So that's very, very nice there. Half anniversary, I would definitely expect it to keep a similar pace. I'm not sure if we'll get all those different amounts of seasonals and Pokefair banners. I think at best, I think realistically we could see maybe 1 or 2 seasonal selects and then 1 or 2 Pokefair selects, because they probably would want to peek out on that. Maybe they'll only do 1 Pokefair, 1 seasonal select, we don't really know. But I do think that we'll see at least 3, in my opinion, 3 either seasonal select / Pokefair select type of banners. So hopefully we do see that, but whatever. And hell, they could just keep the same pace as last year and release 3 seasonal select scouts and then 1 Pokefair select scout, which I wouldn't be opposed to either. That makes sense too. We got some free stuff here, of course, with the new events relating to the anniversary characters. Obviously, we'll get something like that. We got the Battle Rewind Throwback Challenge, which I don't really remember what that was because I didn't really play during the half anniversary. I literally was quitting right before the half anniversary. They released Skyla and Tornadus. I came back, picked her up, left for like another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then came back to the game permanently. So I did not really participate at all in the half anniversary here. Yeah, we got that Battle Rewind event, which we might get something similar this year, where it's just, more free stuff generally. Like, they're gonna, like, bedazzle it up a little bit as, like, some cool, like, event where you face off against, like, champions or strong trainers or whatever, or something like that, and make it, like, a cool event. But obviously the main thing is, a bunch of free stuff. Free gems, free coins, free candies, whatever else. Free power-ups. All of the big resources in the game, you'll be able to get some of those for free. Very, very nice. Obviously we got the rerun of the half anniversary units from last year. Well, mostly just Iris, but I think Diantha came in banner as well. I've had pulled up. I'm pretty sure she can rerun with Ingo, Red, and herself. Classic Red and herself. Red and Snorlax, whatever you want to call them. So that she was still in the month. So I really do think that wherever Iris rerun here in March, the 10th of March, I think that we'll see a similar timeline there. But instead of, obviously, Iris, it'll be the rerun of last year's half-anniversary characters and event. So a triple rerun banner for Raihan, May, and Skyla, which I do think is going to be also a pretty big pickup, depending on how powerful the half-anniversary characters are this year, which I think they'll be pretty powerful, but whatever. And then other stuff, kind of just generic. But big thing, seasonal selects, Pokefair selects, anniversary characters. New anniversary characters, and maybe another free thing. So now when it comes to my theories, we don't have really any clues that could allude to what the anniversary is. I do think that there's potential for it being, in a sense, there might be like a Galar, at least one Galar character featured, because they're rerunning Leon. They're making this big Galar related event, obviously. Leon's rerun was hype as it is, and obviously that was just focused around Galar itself, and then Marnie rerun and all that stuff. But I feel like there might be a little bit more to it. Maybe they'll put in another Galar character for the anniversary, like, Marnie, Victor, another Leon. I think another Leon's a little bit less likely, but another Marnie for sure I could definitely see them doing, because look at Marnie here. She's got, I think, 3 total alts. No, 4. Yeah, she got Palantines. I forgot she has Palantines. But I could definitely see another Marnie happening, because it's been over a year now since we got another Marnie, other than the Lodge. I don't really count the Lodge characters as their own individual, like, alt outfit or anything like that. You can if you want. I don't care. But I do think Marnie is due for another alt in terms of, like, how big of a character she is. Another one that I would probably say is Lance. Lance is definitely up there for characters that needs another alt. Like, he needs a Lodge unit. He needs an alt. He needs everything. Lance has not got a character in 2 years. Outright 2 years. New Year's Lance released in the new year of 2021. Yeah, 2021. Early. Before the 2nd anniversary. Think about that. Lance, really? They really just did that to him? Are you serious? He has not had an alt in 2 years. He needs one. He really does. I do think Lance is done criminal by DNA for sure. Like, it's absolutely insane. This guy definitely deserves an alt. He and his New Year's self are not very up to snuff either in terms of characters. They're good. Well, they're solid just damage dealers, because fucking 30 sync nodes kind of does that to a guy. Yeah, it's kind of strong, you would say, right? And Hyper Beam is just a powerful move in general. But Lance needs another character, for sure. And if they want to make him a little bit more hype, give him a Mega Charizard Y. Just do it. Charizard's hype. We don't have Mega Charizard yet. Make him like a powerful Sun character or something like that. It does not matter that he's Fire type. Just make him like the best unit in the game and you're good. You got Charizard. You got Lance. You don't need anything else. You really don't. That's going to make you money. And for my last character, it's a niche pick, but I do think it means something. I think Wallace could use a character. Wallace, is he the most hype? No. Is he a champion? Yes. That puts him up quite a lot in terms of status. And if they're scared about him not making money, just give him like Manaphy or something. Give him like Manaphy and make him a broken like character, like a broken support or something. Give him like, I don't know, Water Zone. I don't think Water Zone's going to be a thing. I think it's just going to be Rain if they ever do like Water Wish as like an item. But if they ever do Water Zone itself, then I do think Wallace would be a great character to add that in and make the all water types extremely strong. He'd be an amazing character to pick up on all of your water type teams. A top tier pick for sure. I do think Wallace needs that ult. So, beyond those three, which I think are reasonable to assume are coming, there's one set of characters that I do want to come into the game. That's sure. There's one set of characters that I want in this game, for sure, and it's Hisuian characters. I need Hisuian characters in this game. How do I look for this? I actually don't know how I should look for this. Legends Arceus, sure, we'll pick that up. I do think these characters should come into the game at some point. Will they? I don't know, but should they? I really do believe they should. I don't care if it doesn't make sense that the characters don't come in because different timelines and stuff, but I think that the characters themselves need to come. These three specifically, plus the protagonists, Ray and Akari, they definitely need to come in sometime in this game. Adamant, Irida, and Volo, all very popular characters. Legends Arceus, as much as people may want to say it's got some issues due to its bugs and like graphical issues or whatever else, it is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best games in the series for sure. And I know Volo's popularity just due to the fact, not even with the fact of how he is in the game and his, like, you know, the actual end game and all of that, just due to the fact that he's related to Cynthia. Like, if you're related to Cynthia, you're going to make money anyway. Like, Kogita, Volo, they're both going to, they're going to make amazing money for DNA, and I don't know why they haven't came into the game yet. My only assumption on why Legends Arceus characters have not come into the game yet was because they were already planning on doing, you know, Ash, Red, and Cynthia for the anniversary, and they didn't want to stop, they didn't want to, like, put that on hold to release Legends Arceus characters, which probably might have done a little bit worse because, you know, Ash is very popular. But for the half anniversary, I do not see a worse time, or a better time, I mean, to add Legends Arceus characters. All of them are really hype. All of them would bring players into the game. It would be a perfect time. Even though the game is over a year old at this point, Bolo is still a popular character. Irida is a popular character. Adaman's a popular character. The protagonists, obviously, are popular characters. All of these characters in the game are all still popular. All of them will still make a lot of money, and they'll definitely keep, like, you know, the player base thriving. They'll add new players to the game and all of that. I do think these characters need to come into the game, for sure. Like, if you're going to add them, you don't even have to make them, like, you don't even have to make them Master Fairs. You can make Adamant and Irida Poke Fairs. Volo, I feel like, would be a Master Fair. I would hope he's a Master Fair, I mean, I guess. If you're going to pair him up with Giratina, obviously, if you haven't played Legends Arceus, my bad, I guess, but Volo and Giratina, great sync pair for 100%. If they're going to bring that into the game, then, in my opinion, it makes the most sense to make him a Master Fair. If he's a Poke Fair, that makes sense too. That's fine, because, you know, whatever. But make it maybe like an Ash or Leon situation where his first original version of him is going to be a Master Fair. And it would be a good time to rerun Signet Suit Renegade Cynthia as well, because obviously if Volo is a Ghost type here, which due to Shadow Force being one of the signature moves for Giratina, I do think he could really be a Ghost like Tech or Ghost Striker or something, maybe even a support, but I do think it makes sense to also rerun Renegade Cynthia and make a little bit of money off of that as well, because you're going to have new players coming into the game. They're going to want to spend money for Volo, and then they see Signet Suit Renegade Cynthia with Giratina as well. You're going to be like, all right, I can run Volo and I can run Cynthia together, both on one team, and then they're going to be wanting to spend money, obviously, because Volo directly benefits from Giratina, Renegade Cynthia's Ghost Zone that she sets up, so releasing these characters just makes a lot of sense to me. They're all very, very popular. Ray and Akari also very popular. Cylene's pretty popular as well, I'd say. Laventon, all of them. But these are the big three here, plus the protagonists, of course. Volo, Irida, and Adamant. Definitely got to have these in the game at some point. Hisui is needed. The only reason other than, like, wanting to wait a little bit longer to do Hisuian characters that I can't think of them, like, you know, releasing them for, is just due to licensing issues and not having, like, the ability, like, not having the go-ahead from the Pokemon Company in order to actually release these characters. Because I do feel like that could be a big issue due to, like, I don't really know how it works in, like, the legal setting for Pokemon, or, like, what their permission is in order to use characters. At least DNA's permission is to use these characters, but I feel like they should have, by this point, the licensing rights to use the Legends Arceus characters, and if they don't, then that would make a lot of sense on why they're not coming in, because I cannot think of any other reason. These characters will make you money. Why are you not bringing them in yet? They're definitely the most popular. other than like Scarlet and Violet, obviously, which I think marinating on that a little bit longer makes sense because that licensing still might not have expired yet, especially with the DLC coming soon. Well, probably. You know, Pokemon Presents is coming very, very soon. It got announced earlier today as of the time of recording this. So, I mean, Scarlet and Violet not being out yet makes sense just due to how recent that game is, but Legends Arceus, it's a year old. And these characters are definitely the most popular characters you can release that are not, like, alternate outfits of other characters that have already been added, like Cynthia and Steven, Red, whatever. These are definitely your most popular options. But yeah, definitely think we could see those for the half anniversary. I'm hoping we can see them for the half anniversary. But outside of these guys, I do think, you know, the combo of Lance, Marnie, and Wallace is also something we could see. There's a lot of other things that could happen. You know, they could drop another. I don't want to say they can drop another Red, but definitely they can if they want to. They can drop anybody that they want to, really. Cynthia and Red, I don't really. Let's look at the popular character list. In terms of, like, I guess, outfits recently as well. Hilda's got too many alts recently. Rosa's last alt was a normal anniversary, so she could probably still get an alt, but I don't think it's very likely. Victor, I think, is definitely possible to get an alt now, even though he came back in October. Still, he could use an alt, right? He could use an alt. Red, I don't really think so. Cynthia, no. Even though Rosa came out a little bit later than them, but I don't know. Rosa, I doubt it. It's hard to think about, right? I don't know. May, I don't want to get another male. I don't want another N alt either yet. Lily, the villain arc for Alola's coming up soon. So, like, when your popular characters are already, like, used up very recently, like Lily, the Alolan villain arc's coming up, I can see an alt for her there instead of the half anniversary. Cynthia, you can't really do. Red, you can't really do. Rosa, you can't really do. Let me think. Other characters. Elisa, you can't really do because she just got a Palatine's alternative outfit. N, you can't really do because we just got the Univillain arc back in November. Hilda, same reason. These are your big popular characters. If these aren't releasing, then you're either going to be releasing characters like Lance, who are popular but not to that same extent, and Steven. You can't really release a Steven either because Owen villain arc. But if you're releasing Lance, who is a popular character, but I wouldn't say to the same extent as, like, Red or Cynthia or whatever, or, you know, Wallace, who is also not that popular, Marnie, who I think is actually as popular, but that's, like, the one, like, available option I can think of, then I think the second best option, releasing these guys. Come on, Legends Arceus, it makes the most sense. They make the most sense, man. Come on. If you say this doesn't make a lot of sense for the half anniversary, I really want to see your argument, please. I would love to debate, honestly, in the comments or, like, any other or Discord or whatever about this. Please debate me, because I would absolutely love to see the reasonings behind these guys not coming. Like, I really would. I would spend hours debating that, but whatever. I digress. This is honestly just more of a rant video than, like, predictions on the half anniversary and its contents. I think I'm going to end it there. I really do, because I don't really know what else to talk about. I just want the bottom line, Hisui, please. This is me on my hands and knees. I'm going to upload this at, like, 12:01 in the morning, like an hour before a potential trailer would release, because the trailer is definitely coming within the next couple days, or teaser, I mean. The data mine's coming within the next couple days for sure, stuff like that. But yeah, please, drop Hisui. I'm going to upload this video. If the trailer doesn't drop within, like, an hour of this video uploading, then please comment down below your characters you want. Please comment down below if you believe Hisui is not coming and why you think Hisui would not be coming, other than the fact that, like, it wouldn't make sense in the timeline, in quotes. I was quoting with my hands written alive. I know you can't see that, but still, because I don't care if this doesn't make sense. Hoopa timeline, or costume time shit, Arceus costume time shit, who cares, right? It does not matter. DNA wants to make money. They don't care about it making sense or not. Let's be honest. All of that is just a second thought. Their first thought, make money. That's it. That's how a company works. But whatever. I digress. I'm going to end it there, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think is coming for the half anniversary. Let me know what you hope is coming for the half anniversary. You can, no holds barred. Doesn't matter if the character has, like, 30 alts or not, or if they've released, like, yesterday. Let me know who you want. It can be as outlandish as you want, other than, like, non-Pokemon related content. But yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you all later.